Good afternoon, everyone. In today's class, we are going to talk about semantics. What is semantics? According to you, semantics is a field of linguistics that has to do with the meaning in a language. Therefore, semantics focuses on what words, phrases, or sentences mean, and it's about how we use language to share ideas, feelings, and concepts. But what is meaning? As said by Walde, there are various types of meaning, and different semantic theories adopt different definitions. One of them is the referential meaning. According to this concept, meaning is the thing, person, event, or notion what a word, phrase, or sentence refers to, and this is the referent or the reference. I mean, according to this concept, the referent is the meaning. So, for example, if I say Pedro, I refer to the person named Pedro. If I say my brother, I refer to the person who has the same parents as me. And if I say the President of Mexico, I refer to the person who was elected to that position. But we have to take into account that the meaning of a word includes more than just the referent. For example, it's possible that the two expressions all have the same referent. I mean, they are the same person, but the two expressions don't communicate the same message. For example, if I say my brother, the President of Mexico, I show a certain respect and emphasize his official role. If I say my brother, I highlight our familiar relationship. And if I say Pedro, I present him as an individual. So despite the referential correspondence, the two expressions don't communicate the same message and don't have the same meaning. And an important point is that we have to take into account that the meaning of a word is not a representation of the referent as it exists in the real world, but rather of the conceptualizations that we have of it. Next example, many of you think that the tomato is a vegetable, but botanically, the tomato is a fruit. However, in our daily lives, we treat it like a vegetable. For example, if someone brings a bag of tomatoes and potatoes, they say, I brought vegetables. And if someone brings a bag with tomatoes and apples, they don't say, I brought fruit. So we have to take into account that the meaning of a word is not just based on facts from science, it's based on how we as speakers understand and use the word every day. In contrast, moreover, Cifuentes emphasizes that language does not directly represent the real world, but rather our conceptualization or perception of it. Let's see this example. Let's consider the sentence, my dad wasted a large part of the morning on the bus. By saying wasted instead of spent, it refers to the action was something unplanned and negative. And it implies that the father had other things to do at that time. And by saying wasted time, it's a conceptualization of time as something valuable. And by saying on the bus, I refer that the father was traveling on the bus, not that he just was on a parked bus. And here, an important point is that when we talk about meaning, we are talking about conceptualization. But semantics is not just about knowing what a word means. It's about how we use language to create, share, clarify, or even hide meaning. And this is the field of semantics concerned with. For example, let's take the word significant. In a receipt paper, we may say, our treatment had a significant effect on test scores. Here we are clarifying. We are telling readers that it's not just important, it's statistically verified. And let's see this example of how each person creates the meaning. For example, if we think of the word snake, to a zoologist, it could represent a fascinating reptile to study. To someone with a phobia, it may represent danger or fear. And to a symbolist, it could represent something related with temptation or evil. In this example, we have the same referent, that is the animal, different conceptualizations, that is how each person understands the work, and of course different meanings. And on the other hand, we have the lexical and the grammatical meaning. The lexical meaning, according to Aguiar, refers to the dictionary or literal meaning, and the meaning is carried by the word itself, independent of grammar. And the grammatical meaning refers, as argued by Martin, grammatical meaning refers to a word or sentence that comes from a grammatical structure, such as tense, number, or voice. For example, let's consider this sentence. By the time she arrived, they had already eaten dinner. According to the lexical meaning, the word eat represents the action of consuming food. And this meaning is constant, whether it appears eat, ate, or eaten. And according to the grammatical meaning, had eaten is the past perfect tense, and it implies that the action happened before another action. That was my presentation. These are the references that I used, and thank you so much.